Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Sorry, it has been a little bit since I've put out a video, but things have been a little crazy for me personally lately. My daughter, who has been living in South Korea and teaching there for the last few years, just came home and she brought our baby 3-month-old granddaughter with her. So it's been a little bit fun in this house having them back, but wonderful, absolutely wonderful. On top of that, we made the incredibly smart decision of remodeling one of the two bathrooms in our house at the same time. So I am now living in a house with 4 girls and 1 bathroom. Thank goodness one of those girls wears diapers, but still, you understand my dilemma. But anyway, I am back. I am here with some retro gaming news for you guys. A couple of things that have happened this week that I really just wanted to touch base on. But as usual, before we get into all of that, let's get the usual YouTube stuff out of the way. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button and click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So now let's dive right in with a company that just celebrated a very, very special anniversary. So happy birthday, Atari. Atari has celebrated its 50th anniversary this week. And they made the announcement that they are going to be releasing the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration. Now this is a collection of interviews and timelines and all kinds of different things going back the entire history of Atari, and in the midst of that are going to be several different games that you can play. So yep, Atari has turned 50, and with that they have announced this 50th anniversary celebration, and here's what they have to say about it. Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration, takes place on an interactive journey through 50 years of video games via interviews with designers, developers, and industry leaders, documentary footage, product design documents, high-resolution original artwork, and a specially curated list of more than 90 playable games. At the heart of Atari 50, the anniversary celebration, are the interactive timelines, which combine historical trivia, digital artifacts, all new video interviews, and playable games into one singular experience. When you encounter a game on the timeline, you can immediately play it without losing your place. Now guys, this is supposed to be a massive collection of Atari classics that you can play. And again, if you're kind of a history buff and you like looking at interviews and pictures and documents that go back throughout their history, this looks like it's going to be something really fun. And apparently they not only included classic games, but even for the first time, Atari Jaguar and Lynx games are going to be a part of this collection on modern consoles. So this is definitely something to look out for. It's supposed to come out by the end of this year. They just say Q4 2022, no price on it yet, but it's scheduled to release for the Atari VCS, the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4 and PS5, Steam, and the Epic's Game Store. So again, yeah, if you are at all interested in Atari games and their history and their classic games, this may be one to look out for. So I just wanted to throw that out there and say once again, happy birthday, Atari. Moving on, there's another little company you guys may have heard of called Nintendo, and they had a Nintendo Direct this week, although it wasn't quite what we were expecting. We were expecting more of a traditional Nintendo Direct from them, and instead they did a third-party partners Direct. Now I gotta say, it was actually really good. They announced some really fun, great games for it. Even though it wasn't quite what we were looking forward to, it was still really well done, and like I said, some really great announcements coming out of it. But you know, if you're a retro fan, I think there were really only a couple of things announced that are worth noting. Because again, if you want to know more about it, you can watch the Direct yourself. I will have a link to it in the description below, and there are plenty of other commentators who will go through the whole Direct. I just want to focus on the retro games, and let's take a quick look at what they are right now. So during their partner showcase, Nintendo announced a couple of different games that really do fall kind of into the retro category. And first we've got Super Bomberman R2, which is an updated version of the classic Bomberman game. And that'll be coming out next year. Now, the one that you're looking at here is Mega Man Battle Network Collection. And if you are a fan of the Mega Man Battle Network games that were originally released back on the Game Boy Advance, then this may be one to look out for you, because this collection will include all of the Game Boy Advance Battle Network games. And it's scheduled to come out also next year. Now, in addition, they've also announced Pac-Man World Repack, which is scheduled to come out on August 26th. And this is a remake of the Pac-Man World game that I believe originally came out for the GameCube. It's a side-scrolling platformer game starring Pac-Man. And it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like it's going to be really neat for them to re-release this. Now, in addition, if you are a fan of old school JRPGs, keep a lookout for Live Alive, which is going to be dropping on July 22nd. This, I believe, is the first time that this game has made it to the West, and it is a typical old school JRPG style game. This video is actually taken from a demo that they showed off as well, a Treehouse Live demo. And it just, again, if you are a fan of these old school Square Enix type games, this is one to look out for. Like I said, it comes out July 22nd. But if you want to check out what it's all about, there is a demo available on the Switch right now that you can download. It's one I definitely plan on taking a look at myself. So, yeah, maybe I'll give you some more info once I get a chance to try it out. Okay, everyone, get your memes ready, because Nintendo just stealth dropped a bunch of Genesis games if you have the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. And yeah, the first one is Zero Wing. That's right, the All Your Base Are Belong to Us meme lives again with this game. This is a great fun shooter from Teoplan, which, like I said, spawned the meme craze, I think, back in the day. But yeah, it's just really kind of cool to see this get dropped for the Genesis app. In addition, they also dropped Comic Zone, the comic-themed side-scrolling beat-em-up, which is just a total fun game. I'm so psyched to have this one back again. They have also given us Mega Man The Wily Wars, which is the Genesis version of Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. And then when you beat the game, you get access to the Wily Towers. And then the last game was Target Earth. Now, this one I can honestly say I don't know a lot about. It looks like a kind of a space-themed side-scrolling adventure game. But yeah, it's definitely worth checking out on the Nintendo Switch if you have the expansion pack. So there you go, 4 new Genesis games, 3 of which I could say I'm pleasantly surprised to see on here that are a lot of fun. And then this Target Earth, which again I don't know a lot about. You know, maybe somebody else can tell me what that's about. So yeah, big surprise. I don't think any of us were expecting that to drop. It just kind of came out of the blue and was available yesterday. So if you haven't seen this yet, or if you haven't gone onto your Nintendo Switch, be sure to update the Genesis app and you will see these 4 games show up in your collection to start playing now. And finally, the last bit of news that I want to cover today is the iiRcade. Once again, it is Friday, and once again, that means new games and new online support for existing games. So today they have dropped 1 new game and added online support for 3 existing games on their system. So let's check it out and see what they look like. So this is Retro Highway, and this is the new game that dropped onto the iiRcade system today. This is from Gearhead Games, and I believe this is another one of those, I guess what you would call modern retro, or retro modern, I guess however you want to say it, style of games. Obviously it's some kind of a motorbike racing game where you go around racing people and trying to avoid traffic and pick up coins and different things. Very kind of almost hang-on reminiscent in the way it looks and feels. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. This retails on their site for $5.99. And in addition to that new game, they have added online support for 3 other games. Those games would be Dark Seal, the Data East isometric 3D view action fantasy game. I'm not sure what else to call it. Hellfire, which is a Teoplan shooter that lets you play 2 players together. and Bang Bead from Visco, which is a kind of fighting Pong style game where you battle back and forth. You can see here you have to shoot the ball back and forth and try to take out the stars on your opponent's end. And once you take all the stars out, then you open up behind them, and that gives you an opportunity to score. So, it looks like an interesting kind of game. If it's not one you own already, it's certainly something you can check out. Now, all three of these games do retail for $7.99. So if you don't own them already, but now you'd like to check them out because of the online play mechanic, you can do that. They're $7.99 each. So there you have it. That is all the news that I wanted to cover this week. Just wanted to get those things out there to you real quick. And once again, say happy birthday, happy anniversary to Atari. Let me know if you guys are interested in that Atari collection. It does look kind of interesting. Like I said, especially if you're interested in history, if you're interested in the old school games, could be a lot of fun. There will be a link in the description below to their site so you could check it out for yourself. Let me know, what did you guys think of the Nintendo Direct? Did you watch it? Did anything else strike your fancy besides the couple of retro style games that I brought up on today's video? Also, did you get a chance to try any of those Genesis games, or are you going to? Of those four that they dropped, do you have a favorite? Like I said, Zero Wing was always kind of a guilty pleasure, although I did not own a Genesis back in the day, but was very aware of the game, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And Comic Zone was one that's been released on numerous collections, and I've always loved that game, so I'm looking forward to getting a chance to play that again on my Switch. And then finally, on the iiRcade, what do you think of this Retro Highway game? It looks like a fun game for sure, and at $5.99 it might be worth a check out, plus the extra games that now have online support. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscription button, click that notification bell, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. And I will see you again real soon. Have a great day, and have a happy 4th. If I don't get a chance to put up another video, I might as well say it now. It is Independence Day weekend for us in the States. I believe it's either today or soon. Forgive me, I forget the exact day, but I know Canada Day is also coming up for my Canadian friends, so enjoy that, and hey, have a good one. Take care.